So guys, welcome to the High Podcast. My name is Dr. G. I will be your host for tonight, along with my co-host, Mr. Pat, my brother. What's going on?
What's going on, brother?
Good. Today's topic is gonna be fire episode, guys. Shut a life, sit back, grab your tea, your coffee. It's gonna be a fire show. The topic for tonight goes by: should you disclose your sexually past to your current partner? So, before we go any further, we came across a video, guys. Before we start anything, let me ask Mr. Pat, how's it going? How was your week, my brother?
It was great, man. Not gonna lie, as usual, it's always busy, but we go around it. We survive pretty much. How was your weekend, brother?
Our weekend was good, man. As you said, man, the mindset, if you change it, everything's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You feel me? You hear me?
Yeah.
If you change the mindset, everything is gonna be okay. What's going on? What happened?
It's going. I went to a wedding Friday, I think. I was happy to be part of the celebration of love. You know what I mean? So
that's cool.
It was a friend of my partner that was getting married. So it was fun though.
That's good. Hey guys, so the topic goes by: should you disclose your sexually history to your partner? Before we debate the topic, before we talk about the topic, guys, we came across a video, guys. We're gonna play the video and then you're gonna tell us, what do you think? As I said, guys, my name is Dr. G. I will be your host for tonight, along with my brother, my co-host, Mr. Pat. We're gonna play the video, guys. We're gonna play the video, guys, and then you're gonna tell us, what do you think? All right, let's play the video, guys, while you guys sharing the life.
Alright, let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get it on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Yes, let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Okay.
When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
I don't know
there
yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
And then, but
I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made
up.
up.
Wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my planner where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right, right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs
I understand,
for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in a relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot. I'm waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, the equivalent to that?
I literally
you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So, you just want to call it a night? Isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
He just pulled out of the parking space.
If I don't feel respected, I'm not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more.
I'm sure, Mr. Pat, I'm sure you get the hang of it, right? So, what do you think based on the video?
I would want to let the video roll, like at least people get the idea of it before I say anything.
It's almost finished then. So let's.
We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. I understand where you're coming from.
There you go, guys. As you guys watch the video, so let me start with Mr. Pat before people start commenting. So, Mr. Pat, what do you think about brother?
I think she was pretty rude, disrespectful, unclassy. Okay, and this is not how a lady should, operate at all.
So what do you mean by that?
I don't think this is how a lady should operate at all. Like, if you really know your value the way she was trying to portray that in the video, I don't think you should be rude about it just to put your point across. And yet again, he's the one taking you on a date. I don't think you can easily saying that, hey, regardless, her value of, Cheesesteak Factory is not a place for her to go. that has nothing to do with the connection she will develop with the guy.
Interesting.
Wherever you go into this guy don't know you. Like
Yes.
he take you cheesecake
Factory.
factory.
Yeah.
Regardless if he were to take you to McDonald's.
Yes.
The place is not what's really important because the guy don't know you. Like he's trying to have some kind of connection with you, maybe from that part of sitting down with you, understand you. Maybe like in the future, like if he's out here like not taking you to places that actually part of your standard, you can actually like politely introduce that to him. Say like, hey, this is what I like.
Okay.
Because from my understanding, I don't think she knows the guy on a personal level.
No, they just met.
Just met.
That was the first date. So.
Yeah, that was not classy at all. That was rude. I don't think. Yeah.
But some people are gonna tell you that she likes what she likes, though. If she
Well,
don't like
that's
Cheesecake
that's
Factory,
not that's not how you should interpret. You like what you like. First off, you don't know that guy.
Yes.
You guys met, I guess, online whatsoever. The guy wants to. First of all, before I even say that, I think he was really nice and polite.
The guy.
I give him props.
Wasn't it too nice?
I think he was too nice. Like, dude, she'll be out of my car the moment after I ask her why you're recording. She would just be out the car.
But she said she's not getting out though. Even the guy was trying to open the door for her to go to Cheesecake Factory. She said,
Dude,
"I'm not
one way or
getting-"
another, she'll get out my car.
How would you do that?
I will have listen. If I were to be on that situation, I'll figure it out. I think she will be out of my car. I think he was too nice to actually not only bring her back home and on top explain to her, hey, listen, you were late. I had to wait for you an hour. Okay, and this is where I was going to take you because you were late.
Okay.
So I have to take you to Cheesecake, which I don't think Cheesecake. It's a bad place.
It could be expensive.
That's what
Depending
I'm
on
saying.
What you're buying, yeah.
So the place of somebody taking you has nothing to do about, especially a person you just met, has nothing to do about the connection that you would develop with that person. So like for her to actually introduce that moment this way and interpret, the guy, the way she interpret the guy, it was so rude and not classy at all. It was not ladylike.
But don't you think some people think that if you take them to a certain place, you lower the value? So maybe that's where she was coming from. But I don't know.
I think she only showed her value by the way she was interacting with him.
Explain yourself, my brother. What do you mean she lowered her value?
Explain myself. I think she already lowered her value. I think, like I said, it was unclassy. Like that was not ladylike. That was rude. She was disrespectful, and she was pretty bold with it too, as if like he was supposed to actually read her mind or whatsoever, like think what she likes. Like, dude, he does not know you. But what do you think about the situation? I mean, I know you're asking me a lot, but like, what do you think? Like, what would be your reaction, on a scenario like that?
I mean, as you said, I think she was pretty rude because the guy was too nice.
Too nice.
So some people knows how to manipulate certain people based on your behavior. You feel me?
Yeah.
She knows what she was doing. If he was a tough guy, like if he was I'm not gonna say the guy was not tough, but the guy was too nice to me. That's the way I see it.
Super nice.
Super
Good
nice.
guy, man.
Exactly. So a female like that, no disrespect, I don't know her like that, but some female don't. The moment you show them that you kind of too sweet, they're gonna take the advantage. I don't know. You see where I'm coming from,
You
right?
gonna take advantage of that?
Exactly. The guy was super sweet, and she thought she was doing a good thing by pulling her phone and going live, saying like, "Oh, I can't believe that he took me to Cheesecake Factory." Woman, let me tell you something.
I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was about to say that, woman. You don't know the guy pocket, right? He's trying. Not only you made him wait for an hour. After the hour, he got out of the car tried to open the door for you. You said no, you're not getting out because he took you to this kick after. I don't know, man.
It's just
Pretty
like
cold out
what
there.
was going on inside her head. Like, you feel what I'm saying? At that moment. But anyways, for any guys, young guys, who saw that video, or anybody who will see that video, just learn from that experience. Know how to where to spend your energy. You know what I mean? There's certain people that don't deserve to be part of your energy or part of your circle. With a person like that, I think, it's not good. It was not welcoming at all. So I don't think it's like like there's bad spirit in the house, and then you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna have fun with bad spirit. Protect your energy, protect your spirit. You know what I mean? So there's certain people you don't have to explain yourself. Where he was explaining himself, which I think was really nice. You just out, man. Like, he's just like, deuces. I hope I never see you again, and I wish you nothing but the best. You know what I mean? That should have been his reaction. But like I said, I also applaud his behavior because he was pretty respectful.
Okay.
He did not bring himself the same level as her.
Yeah.
But like I said, if that were to ever happen to me, it's not that I would bring myself to her level. She would just be out of my car.
But don't you think that would be really, really bad? Because the fact that she says she's not getting out. And when you tell
one
her,
way or
some
another,
female are evil though, and they're liars sometimes. They are
Well,
liars.
there's something called 911.
She could lie.
Well, listen, once the police shows, you'll be out of my car.
But now what if she lies that you push her or you
Push her? Well, she was recording the whole scenario.
Well, this is the way I see it. So I think the guy really did good.
Yeah.
Then again, she was really dangerous. Female like that are dangerous. They are liars.
Anyways,
They,
brother,
their values like they. Anyways, so that's not my.
let's just jump into the topic, guys. Enough of this. It was great to share that video. That's crazy.
That is
Knowing
so.
that there's people like that, that's just crazy. It hurts to watch that video, but
He hurts.
it hurts. Yeah, but it is what it is. So, what's your topic, brother?
Okay, guys, share the live, guys. As I said before, I will be your host for tonight. My name is Dr. G, for those who don't know, along with my co-host, Mr. Patner. The topic for tonight, guys, share the live. The topic for tonight, guys, what is the importance of should you disclose your sexual history to your partner? Do you think you should explain that to your partner, my brother, Mr. Pat? What do you think?
I think I think the decision to share, your history on this factor is depend of the individual, and the type of connection that you have with your partner. Honestly, I don't think there's a good part of it and there's a bad part of it, but it will depend of the respect and understanding that the two partners are having. Sometimes sharing, your old sexual part can actually bring some kind of advantage to your new sexual experience with your partner by explaining, hey, this is what I like, type thing. And if the person actually like, well, you used to do that with other people, so you can't just say no, because if you like it a certain way. So I think it's due to, each other understanding and also the relationship dynamics. Your relationship dynamics also, play a major part on that particular, way of doing things. Sharing your old sexual experience with your partner. And a good side, it could actually bring a little bit value or more fun.
Okay.
Especially if the new partner is not used to what you used to.
Okay.
And vice versa too. It doesn't have to be you explaining what you like. The other party can actually explain that, and you guys can come to understand and say, okay, so this is what you like, and this is what I like. I bet. So let's get it.
Okay.
But on the bad side, if you oversharing, that could bring maybe jealousy and stuff like that, or arguments, and that would actually bring
So-
viruses to
so-
your
so-
relationship.
So what do you mean by oversharing? Like okay, as I was doing a little research, right? And the Islamic culture, you have to tell your partner your sexual history. You have to. You have no choice but to tell
Why do
him
I
or
have
her.
to?
That's the culture. Then also there's a research called adult relationship. They say when you share your sexual history to your partner, you guys are better bound better. Like you guys have a better connection
I
because you
agree.
guys know where you're coming from. She knows where you're coming from, and then you guys honest with each other. Then at the end of the day, you guys gonna make it a better partner. So
I
what do you
can
think
agree with
about
that.
that?
No, I can agree to that to a certain extent. That's what I was trying to do. Well, in a way, I kind of saying a different word. By telling you by sharing that, vice versa, that could actually bring closure, and I can know sexually how to really satisfy you, and you can know sexually how to satisfy me by explaining what you used to do and what you like as a person. So I think, yeah, I can agree to that.
So you agree with your partner explaining telling you her sexual history, like everything that she has done, how she has done.
I mean, this conversation has to be natural. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think it should be like, okay, so let's talk about how we used to do it. Let's talk about. It has to be due to a floating conversation. We're just talking, we're vibing, and then we can easily like bump into like, oh shit, I remember this and the third, and it was just a floating conversation. But the way it could be a little bit damage to the relationship if you wanna kind of like pinpoint that conversation as like a man conversation. This is what we're gonna talk about today. Like that's I feel like it's kind of unhealthy. But if we having a conversation, like we talking, sometimes you talking and then you just like, due to the level of the conversation, you can just like remember something you did in the past. You're like, oh shit, I remember, when I was in high school, I met this person and then we have this, and then this is how it was. You feel what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, so let me ask you that. So based on this topic, so do you think body counts does matter? Like body counts, like how many
Body
people have you
count.
slept with, or how many people she has slept with? Does that matter to you? As a
If
man?
she shares it, she shares it. But I don't think you should trying to know like how many bad accounts that you have. I don't think it's
No, to you. If you know about it, if she has to explain it to you, would you?
if I
accept
know.
that though?
Well, here's the thing. Let's say if you have a partner, like if you don't know, you don't know. Well, if you're already locked in, and now you knowing that she has, on a man perspective though, like she's just being a run through type thing. Obviously this is not gonna sit well with you. But if you're already in it,
But why would you be okay with it? You said it's okay for your partner to explain to tell you her sexual history. So to me,
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
but you also said like if she went through, so that
Now, if you just find out she's the one thing, you're like, damn.
I know that's not gonna sit well with you, right?
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, if she's a new person and you're a new person too, so whatever. Everybody have a past.
How would you know that? Because as they be saying,
That's what I'm saying.
No,
So-
hold up. There's a study that says that, especially female guys. I'm not trying to be sexist. There's a study that says that men, when they have a lot of bodies, they have maturity, but female, that comes with a lot of traumas.
I agree.
So why would you say it's okay? You said it's okay.
So here's the thing. Knowing me, like I have a strong, like I'm my intuition is pretty high tech, like it's pretty strong. So I don't think I will get to a deep level of seriousness with a female if you've been run through.
Interesting.
Like not only I connect with you sexually, like spiritually, I feel like there's like a deep connection. It's just like I can just be with you for like 2 months, and it's like I've known you forever.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So you will know automatically.
I don't know. I'm not. Listen, I'm not looking for a version or whatsoever. I'm not saying for her not to have experience, but if you've been a run through, trust me, I will know. So I don't think I would have to bring that conversation to like, are you really a run through or you not really a run through? Like, have you been with a lot of guys? Like, I don't think I would have to have that conversation. I will sense it.
Does that really matter to you? Because earlier you said that it doesn't matter. Because if people change, people can change, right?
People can change, yeah.
So it doesn't matter if they went through or not, based on what you just said.
That's what I'm saying. Their behavior will be different. So like, I would not even get to that point of serious with you if you've been a run through because your attitude will actually explain it. Like you said, the statement that you made.
Okay.
When a woman is being a run through, there's way they carry themselves that is for certain guys is not ideally. It's not the way to go.
Is it no?
Yeah, it's a no. And there's that. I mean, you can't we can't have an experience, but like I don't think it will get to that point of seriousness if you're being a run through.
So it does matter to you in a sense.
It does matter, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm saying I would not just like focus on that in particular because before I even get to the level of serious with you, I will know and I will stop myself right there. If we're just gonna have one night or like share that connection that we have, that's it.
Okay. Would you like your partner to explain to you her sexual history, like what she has been through?
I don't think there's anything wrong because, like I said,
but you
that
also
helps you
said-
to get to know your partner.
But you have
But it's not gonna be like a pinpoint topic. It's not gonna be like okay,
Obviously, of
let's
course.
just talk about
No,
how many
obviously,
people
it's
you
common sense.
you've been with. Like I don't think
No.
it just have to be natural, and that's how you get to know who you really with.
Okay.
But like I said, people change. Just because they explain to you their past does not mean this is who they are now. You know what I mean?
Got it. All right, let's go to the comments, guys, to see what's going on. We have a lot more questions, but let's go to the comments. Michelle says, "What's with the TikTok video?" Michelle, what do you think? You can call us to give your opinion. Michelle said, "I don't think the restaurant should be important." And Daphne laugh. I remember the video now. Okay, Daphne. And then a change thing. Why not? That's healthy. Is it part of? Oh, okay. Is it part of getting to know each other without a sense of judgment?
As far as the
Yeah.
sexual, yeah,
I could agree with that, but at the same time, this is the way I see it.
openness. She said openness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the way I see it. As for me, I think you're not supposed. You should be honest, but you don't have to give details.
What do you mean by that?
Be honest.
Be honest, but not giving
If they
details. It's just like you open the door, but you don't really open the door. Like if you're gonna talk about it, you might as well talk about it. If you're not gonna talk about it, don't even try to open that door.
No. There's some details she don't have to know. It's not gonna,
Like
this is
some
irrelevant.
details about you or about
About
her.
what happened, your history, your sexual history.
I mean, if you with your partner, like what worse could happen,
Dude,
Like sometimes
did you say earlier that's not gonna sit well with you if she's a
she's a run through, but like here's the
exactly,
thing, but
that's
here's
the
the
same thing.
It doesn't have to be about run through. It doesn't have to be like her being with so many multiple partners. It could be like she was sexually,
We have a caller. 1 second.
it could have been like her being sexually, attacked by somebody or like, sexually took advantage of. And if for it to get to that level, that means like she trusts you with that information.
We have a caller.
You have a color.
Hello, welcome to the AI podcast. How you doing? State your name and then what do you have to add for us? Hello, welcome, mommy.
I
Welcome to
think
the
the
AI
volume
podcast.
is low.
Pretty good. We good. How you doing?
Doing good. Excellent topic again tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you have for us?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so your question is, should you share your sexual history with your partner? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I think it's healthy to do so, especially if it's a significant partner, someone that matters, someone that you think, you can possibly build something with, and it's a significant relationship. If the question arises, why not? Why not be fully open and honest about it? Both partners are most likely going to have a history.
Okay.
And if the question is asked, why not answer it? You pick and choose what details you want to leave out that
There
you
you go.
think may bother the other person. You don't have to go into detail, but to speak the truth and tell them about your past experiences, absolutely, why not? And the other person, the person asking the question, I feel should ask the question in the sense of, I want to know more about you. I
Mm-hmm.
want to know more about your history,
Mm-hmm.
but without a sense of judgment. Like, I'm not asking you the question and you will be punished for it afterwards. So you can trust me that you can be open with me and share these things with me. And I will appreciate that in the sense of I'm getting to know more about you, but I will not judge you.
Hey, but as us being human beings, so we know we kind of selfish sometimes. So as you are
Uh huh.
my own right now, so don't you think it's not necessary? Something certain things are not irrelevant to explain to your partner, even though they ask you.
It depends. It all depends on your comfort level with the person. It all depends on the comfort level with the person. That's my honest belief. Like, I have met people where I was like, yeah, if I'm really going to be fully honest, there is no way I'm going to hear back from this person.
Okay.
And then there's people that made me feel so comfortable to the point where I know I can be myself. I will not be judged. We all made mistakes in the past, and we all had experiences, positive ones, negative ones. I need to be able to share those things with that person without being judged. You asked a question, I'm willing to answer it. What's the outcome going to be? Is it going to hurt our relationship, or is it going to help our relationship? Is it going to help you in getting to know me better, or
Mm-hmm.
is it going to make you resent me or judge me in a way, thinking that, oh my God, this person has a past? We all have a past. That doesn't mean that I'm not leaving that past behind and I am now a different person and I think differently and I don't do those things anymore, or I've evolved in a sense. Like, nobody should be judged unless you're making it a repetitive thing and you're still that person.
Got it. That makes sense. So don't you think, even though you will tell them if they ask you for it, or you just gonna be natural to explain them whatever? Like the conversation came up and they say, "What happened to that person? So did you do this? Did you do that?" Well, you'll be honest. That's what you're just saying. Right? That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yes, and it also depends, like, at what level are you with this person that is asking you the question. So
Interesting.
say I'm on a first date, and
Mm-hmm.
immediately the person addresses me with, hey, what's your body count? Tell me about all of your experiences. No, I'm not.
Okay.
That's none of your business. We're not there yet. But
Yeah.
if you have established a sense of being comfortable with that person, and there's a sense of maybe this relationship will become something more significant,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm willing to start this in all openness and in full, truthfulness, then yeah, if you make me feel that way, I'm going to share with you what I've done in the past, and sexual encounters and all of those things. But I still feel like on both sides, male, female, unless that person makes you feel 1,000% comfortable where you can just spill the beans and say it all,
Mm-hmm.
there should be a sense of, okay, there's some details I may not want to share.
Got it. So, in the Islamic culture, as I was watching a video the other day, they
Uh huh.
says that you have to explain everything about your past if you're gonna get too married or if you have a new partner. So, what do you think about that? Because they say you have to explain everything. So, don't you
All
think that's
right.
gonna make certain people uncomfortable?
Let me tell you something. In
Mm-hmm.
the Islamic culture,
Mm-hmm.
that question will never be asked. And if that question is asked, that's judgment day right there. If you as a woman have a sexual history, that's a big no right there. Just it's over at that point. If you
Mm.
have a sexual history as a woman, no. Um, 99% of Muslims believe that in they believe in the sense of from your father's house to your husband's house, from the husband's house to the grave. There
Mm.
is no in between. There is no sexual encounters. When you meet that man, you are a virgin. There is no
Interesting.
sexual experience. There's nothing. So
Still this
that's a
day, are you
very,
saying
very dangerous and sensitive topic and question to ask to a so-called Muslim woman.
right?
Still this day. Still this day.
Yeah, I love that. So I was gonna. Oh yeah, so she answered it. There you go. We have.
So that's good input. I like that. I like that. So you think it's necessary or it's important to explain yourself, to tell your partner your sexual history? You think it's a good thing, right?
You know, I think it should be a good thing. I think it's a very healthy conversation to have. I think every couple, every soon to be couple, any two people meeting each other and in the process of getting to know each other, that should be a healthy conversation. You want to know. You want to know because it helps you. Sex is a very healthy and very important part of a relationship. You want to know how the other person feels about it. You want to know what they've experienced in the past, their likes and dislikes, and what you should bring into the relationship or not. And that's such an important conversation to have, and that's part of it. What was your sexual history? The pros, the cons, all of it.
Don't you think you gonna look at that person differently after she say I got 60 baddies, or that guy says I got 100 baddies?
I think what she's saying is due to the person comfort, like comfortability level.
There you go. I got.
You know,
Okay, I missed that part.
if she can
Yeah, it's up to
disclose that
the
to
person
you,
asking the question. Let it be me as a woman or a man asking the woman that question. You have to put in mind, okay, I'm asking this question with the intention to get to know this person better, okay? Not in a sense of, primary sense of, I'm going to ask this question, and if the answer is not what I like, I'm going to automatically judge this person.
Got it.
Everybody has a past. You could be with a woman that her answer is, I'm going to be fully honest with you. Not me. I'm just saying, I'm going to be honest with you. Hey, my body count was 80. And right away, the guy is like, "Oh my God, she's a slut. She's no good." But keep the conversation going.
Got
Who
it.
was she then? Who is she now? Is she still that person? How does she feel about her having that body count? It's really a conversation starter.
Got it.
What led you to have that? What led you to do the things that you did? And are you still that person? And how do you perceive yourself in the future? So we are all sinners. God said that. We are all sinners, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody has a past, but it's how you handle it and how do you proceed with it. That's what makes you who you are today. Have you learned from that? Has it benefited you?
Nice.
Has it brought positivity into your life? And then
Interesting.
there's also status levels. If you're a single bachelor, doing your thing and having fun, that's one thing. And then there's also the aspect of men versus women.
Nice. Well,
So much more, and then a woman, yeah, that's a little frowned upon. And then there is the mother,
got
and
it.
then there's the father. So it's you really cannot judge.
Got it. There you go. I like that. Don't no judging. Thank you, Miss Moko Mommy. So we're expecting your call again. So thank you for. I hope a lot of people learn from what you just said. Thanks a lot.
Keep it up, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pat.
Mr. G.
What do you think, my brother?
Nah, I mean, I agree with her. I mean, she said it all. She said it all. It's all it depends on the comfortability. The comfort level of
Yeah.
the partner. You know, to actually disclose this type of this type of conversation. You definitely have to have some kind of like good connection with your partner for you to disclose the idea of I've been out there doing my thing and stuff like that. The comfort level definitely have to be A1.
A1, got it.
So but you can't just like out of nowhere you just want to talk about like how many people you slept with. That's just odd. That's just like so
No,
awkward.
obviously we all adults. He's not gonna start.
No,
like
I mean
that.
I get it. It's just like you can't just like out of you're just sitting down and you're like, okay, so let's talk about how many people like we've been with. Like I think that's just not a good way to do that.
No, as I said, obviously people are not gonna act you like that. You're gonna start a conversation.
But
between
if
that conversation and then you guys gonna
so
start up,
so let me ask you this: so
Yeah.
you never disclose your past sexual relationship with your partner?
to overall, no. If there's a question asked, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, I sleep with this, I sleep with that person, I sleep with." No.
Okay.
I think it's irrelevant to me. That's
Nah,
my
I
opinion.
agree.
You
Nah,
feel me?
nah. I mean, I agree. I mean, if there's a question asked, you
Yeah,
know,
of course I'm.
don't you think like sometimes when the question asked and you answer the question and then the room is kind of like,
But that's what I was trying to.
that's
tell
what
you.
I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen. That's
The room is like awkward. This is, bro, why asking if you know this is not going to sit well with
There
you?
you
Like,
go.
you feel what I'm saying? Because like if I ask a question and you give me the answer, I'm not gonna make you feel uncomfortable, guilty, or like make you regret the reason why you told me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's it. There you go. I'm glad you said that. That's why sometimes you don't have to lie, but don't tell the truth that they're expecting. I don't know if you let
Wait.
me be clear though. You
Okay.
don't have to tell you don't have to don't lie, but don't tell the whole truth in a sense. If people ask you, you have to be smart. As Miss Morocco Mommy said that, if you have to study people sometimes. Especially
Don't you
your
think?
partner.
Don't you think it's like you not being 100% honest? Like it's like, yo, you're not honest with me. Like I ask you a question, you want to tell me what you feel like I want to hear. Like that's not honesty, bro.
Listen, this is honesty. As I told you, you don't have to. You don't have to tell the whole truth, but don't lie.
Then you don't
Be
have to
honest.
answer.
No,
If
you
you're not
have to
gonna be
answer.
honest,
No,
if
no,
you're
no,
not
no.
gonna be honest, why answer?
That's being honest. You don't lie. You just listen.
You're
have to-
not gonna tell the whole
No,
truth.
Listen, P. Sometimes you have to study, especially your partner.
Uh-huh.
There's certain truth they will never be able to handle.
Yeah.
So all of us, we are all human. There's certain truth you will never. That's not gonna, as you said earlier. That's not gonna sit well with you. So why would you tell somebody that you know that's gonna hurt them and then tell them? Okay, for instance, let's say you slept with a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she.
If I slept with her friend,
And then that comes up, and then you're gonna explain everything that you have done with a friend. No, you don't have to. That's the past. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't have to lie, but sometimes you don't have to tell the truth that they are expecting, because people already knew everything, so they're gonna ask you to make you talk. I'm not gonna talk because you already knew it anyway. So why would when I'm trying to explain it to you, that's gonna hurt more hurtful in a sense.
right?
So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you don't have to. You should always be honest. Always be honest. Honesty is the key. But you don't have to tell. Don't lie, but you don't have to tell the whole truth or details. You don't have to go into details. Let me say it like that better. You don't have to go into details, because details hurt people, kill people sometimes. You get me?
Details hurt people and kill people sometimes.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from, but like I would say, I don't think like you gave the example as of like, yo, if you have something going on with her friend, are you gonna tell her that? Like, would you really, gonna take somebody serious that you know you did something with her friend? Sooner or later, that information gonna blow, bro, and you just gonna put yourself into deep trouble.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Then that's what I'm saying. It's all about connection. It's all about the connection, the boundaries, and all of that. So don't get to a 100% level of someone that you know at the end of the day you were messing on with her friend, and then now you guys get serious. So now you literally working on eggshells, saying like, dude, I don't know when she's gonna find out, but mind you, let's see if they still friend. Like, dude, this is like you playing with fire, bro. Because like you already know, like this relationship, although that's serious right now, but it's gonna get affected.
That's what I said. You have to be honest.
But it's
That's
not
it. No,
not up
listen,
to you.
listen,
It's
listen.
not up to you.
No,
What about
listen.
if her friend tell her like, well, guess
Be
what?
honest.
Me and G had something.
That's the past. That's the past.
That's the past. So
You
you
be
really
honest.
think a female gonna sit down and her best friend telling her after you being serious with her and everything, let's say like you married, and then after you get married, and that's when the friend chooses to tell her like, well, me and your husband had something in the past. It doesn't matter if it was back in high school, bro. Listen, you can tell a female a story that happened in high school. That's not even with her friend. That's with somebody like she doesn't even know. She will feel some type of way about that.
Look, listen.
And then you gonna sit there saying like, oh, if something happened with her friend, you're not gonna disclose her that information, and thinking like she's not gonna know.
I didn't say she's not gonna listen. Respect
But
yourself.
when she
and
knows, you're gonna be in trouble, bro.
Nah,
it's just
nah,
like
nah.
that relationship is not.
love. Nah, listen.
The foundation is already shaky.
Nah. Listen, P. So if I slept with a friend, right? If I love a friend like that, I was not gonna be with her, right?
Right.
Isn't it? That's obvious, right?
That's obvious.
If I
You
wanted
shouldn't-
your friend, I was gonna stay with your friend. We slept. That's the past. We slept.
I think
slept with your
this
friend.
information should have been disclosed, before you get serious with her. Say like, hey, listen, I just want to be transparent with you. Me and your friend, we had something. It was nothing serious. So now, if she agreed to move forward, be it. But don't move forward and expect that, okay, well, she didn't ask that information. I'm not. That's her best friend we're talking about, dog.
So you're trying to tell me you trying to contradict?
you playing with big fire.
You're contradicting yourself, B.
How am I contradicting
earlier
myself?
you said that it's about connection. It's about honesty. If they ask you, there's certain things you don't have to say, right?
But your example, it's just not good. It's just not healthy. It's super toxic.
B, listen.
You can't just sit there. You can't just sit there and move forward with a female knowing that you had sexual experience with her friend, with her best friend.
Stuff like that eventually is gonna come up, right?
Exactly.
So,
So
but
before it actually comes up, you have to let her know.
Nah, B.
Yes, you
Listen,
do, bro.
listen,
You
listen.
have to let her know. Hey, listen, man. Me and Felicia has a little some. It was nothing serious.
It's okay.
You know,
to
we
let
were
them
trying
know.
to explore a connection. This is what happened. So now, if she can bypass this, then you're good. You know, your hands are clean. Don't move so deep into that relationship and say like, well, she didn't ask me. I don't think it was necessary to tell her because she did not ask me.
So,
But you know that information-
You're trying to tell me if you slept with like, let's say you have a partner, you slept with a best friend, you're gonna tell her straight on front. They're gonna be on front. You're gonna
If
say,
I
"Hey,
feel like our connection is strong enough to get to the next step, bro, I would rather quote unquote messed up the relationship right off the bat to tell her, listen, me and your friend, we had something. Obviously, I'm with you now. That means this was not as strong as what I'm feeling for you. So now it will be up to you. It's all about honesty, bro. It's all about honesty.
I agree with that.
Now,
That's what I told you. You have to
it's
be
not about
honest.
me oversharing. It's me trying to protect not only
Her
what
and
we
myself.
having and
I agree
also
with that.
her and myself.
I agree with that.
Because
But-
her figure that out, her find out that information from her friend, not from me. Now I'm a whole different dude to
No,
her.
listen, I totally agree with you. You have to be on front, but
Yeah.
give details to it is irrelevant.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to give details, but you have to tell her that
So
you had
that I
something.
agree. That I agree.
You had something with
That
her
I
friend.
agree, but certain things you don't have to. She don't have to know. If she's not gonna find out.
Well,
so
if
don't
you
have
tell
to
her like, yo,
sit
me
there
and your
explain
best friend,
yourself.
we had something, she definitely gonna ask question, bro. You must not know female.
What do you think? I said there's certain things.
So now, after you disclose your information like as such, so you expect her to just like take that bare minimum of information you're gonna give her?
Listen,
That's when you're going to lie.
I'm not,
And it's
no,
still
you don't
not
have to
good
lie.
for you.
No, don't lie.
All
Don't
right,
ever
then.
lie.
Then you're gonna have
Be
to
honest.
disclose.
No.
You're gonna have to tell her everything.
Listen, P. As you said, when that comes up, right?
Right.
There's certain questions they're gonna ask. You're gonna have to be honest, right? And if female are curious, they're gonna want to go into details, right?
Yeah.
So would you sit there and then tell her all the details? How did you do it? How did it happen?
Well, not like that, but you have to tell her. You know, you have pretty much a resume of what happened, so she will know what the heck happened. But you can't be around the bush.
Of course, you're gonna be honest. That happened, as you said.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that.
I don't have to say like, well, we meet up at 1 p.m. We did the dirt at 2 p.m. After 2 p.m.
So, in other
we
words,
woke
when
up.
if she
This,
asks
I
you
don't
all
have
that-
to go in that much details,
And
but
about
I'm
if-
gonna have to be as transparent as she knows.
And about
certain
if she
thing
asks you
happened.
all that, because she wanna know. That's her best friend.
I think that's childish. Why would you be dealing with someone like this?
Then I agree with you, but at the same time, that's childish too, to go into. As you said, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and tell, okay, listen, me and your friend had something going on. He was not serious, obviously. If he was that serious, I was not gonna be with you right now. So let's stay there. So some friends, the fact that you slept with them, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be trying to fuck up whatever you got going on. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only reason you should tell your partner. I want you to stay away from her because we had that connection going on back then. That was the past. I was a kid. I was not mentally. I don't know what I was going on. Oh, things happen. So, but you don't have to go into details. Anyway, enough of talking. Let's go to the comments.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pete.
So Don Mano says, well, due to the video that you wrote at the beginning of the show, he said the guy was too nice.
Okay.
And one thing
I
y'all
agree.
don't know about women, when you're too nice, they eat you alive.
What do you-
Yes, sir, ski. I can
I
agree to
agree.
that, brother. I can agree to that. You ain't gotta be nice, man. You too nice. You ain't gotta be too nice. Just be a
Yes.
good guy. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Daphne, well, I guess I'm hoping I'm saying Daph, saying that it's okay for partners to know other partners' sexual history. Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I can't agree with the oversharing,
Okay.
right? There's a time and place for that, right?
Yeah.
So like we talking, we vibing, and then we ended up talking about like certain things that we did in the past. Oh, I did this, I did that. And then she's saying, "Hey, I did this, I did that." You're like, oh man, da da da. Like I think like it's opening more room for comfortability and
Yeah.
also like me get to know you
Like, go on, yeah. we
better.
go.
You know what I mean?
Got it.
Because we two grown as adults. I mean, you didn't find me a virgin, and I didn't find you a virgin.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting you have some experience.
But as for the female, if you change, I hope you don't tell her, because no guys like that. I don't think most guys don't like that.
don't like what?
Especially if you slept with a lot of guys in the past. Don't sit there and tell your current partner, especially if you change. You know that you change.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go back to wherever you used to be, that's on you. But if you have a lot of as a female, that's my advice to you females. But if you have a lot of partners in the back, don't sit there and then explain your partner every single thing. No, it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Michelle said, mine as well. Just tell your partner. You might as well just tell your partner. I mean, shoot, yeah. I mean, if y'all really like pretty legit with each other,
Yeah.
I don't see the reason why y'all cannot share or pass. You know, Don Mano says the mistake that the guy made was he's still on that
the
video
video.
though. The mistake that guy made was waiting for her for that long. That's so true.
That's so true.
Dude,
I
you
agree.
the most you will get from me is 30 minutes. That means you are a banger. For me to stay outside for 30 minutes, that means like, dude, it's like you like, you know,
Maybe she was for her.
she
for the
definitely
guy.
has to be a banger for me to be waiting that long for you. Like I wait an hour and for you to just like, nah.
Yeah, maybe she was for him. So
He said she should be waiting for him at the door, not the other way around. True, I agree. He also proceeded to say, I got 5 minutes roll. I got 5 minutes roll. Agree to that. If I tell you I'm going to pick you up at a certain time, when I get there, I will give you 5 minutes.
Yeah.
After 5 minutes, I'm gone and never contact
he
me.
made him wait for an hour.
Yeah, man, you gotta put some rules to this
Some
thing,
discipline,
man.
some-
Discipline.
Yes.
Michelle answered Dawn, said like, Dawn, you late. Fast forward.
That's still on the video.
You better just be ready for all the questions. Okay. But Dawn, I have this question for you. Why you ended up having that 5 minutes rule? Is it because of past experience or it's you in general? So
Good question. Dav said.
Dav said, you don't tell me yourself. I'm definitely going to find out. I don't know what
Okay,
you
Dav, Mrs. Goddess.
What about that?
Like if you don't tell your sexually past history, she's gonna find out.
Oh, she's
anyway.
not. She's okay.
All right,
all right.
Dav. Good luck.
Oh, Michelle said I agree with Dav. All right now.
How would you find out, Michelle and Dav? Please give us a call. How would you guys find out? I would like to know.
How would you write?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, they like detective CIA out here,
I know,
man.
CIA,
Trust
I know.
me, man. They be figuring it out, man. That topic reminds me of the episode of Love in Blind.
He's blind.
Love is Blind. Oh, it's it's a show. I don't know if you watched that show.
Love is
called
blind.
Love
I
is
started to watch Never.
Blind. Yeah.
How so, Miss Michelle? You can give us a call to explain yourself.
And also Daff, you know, you can also call
Yep.
Don Mano as well. We
Yeah.
need an answer about the 5 minutes rule.
Yeah.
But
But Overall,
overall?
I think it's not that necessary, but if it comes up, you have to be honest, and then study your partner. If they can't do it, so let them know. If they can't, there's certain details you don't have to go. You have to tell them.
Hey, man. Ultimately, you know, the key is mutual respect,
Yeah.
trust. Understanding with that you have, with you guys' relationship.
Yeah.
You know, I think couples should establish, that clarity. That I can trust you enough to share this type of conversation with you, and vice versa.
But at the same time, let me ask you that though. So sometimes it's not people's fault though. It's because of their past. They can't handle certain things. So that's what I'm saying. Like you have to study your partner. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not her fault or him or his fault. Let's say a guy got cheated on before, right?
Right.
And then he's starting seeing certain behavior on you that reminds him of what happened in the past. You get me? So you sitting there and then explain them like, oh, this is what I did, this is what I did. I don't think that's irrelevant to me because certain people cannot handle certain things. So that's
So let me
that's
ask
why,
you this. G.
yeah,
So let's say you getting to know a female, right?
yeah,
You're talking. She's asking you how long you being single. Okay, I've been single for like few months or like couple years. Oh, okay. So how long was your last relationship? These questions going to be asked.
yeah. Don't go into details.
I mean, I'm not telling you to get into details, but like when these conversations are deploying, obviously there's gonna be a lot of like inside questions, and ultimately you're gonna jump into sexual experience.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So like sometimes you don't even ask for the sexual experience. Like you can just say like, okay, so what was the thing that was not really working for you guys? And sometimes it could be about sexual, and she can just tell you like, well, sexually he wasn't doing it for me. Would you not be curious if a female said that to you? She said like, well, sexually he wasn't really doing it. He wasn't doing it. So you would not ask further questions like, what do you mean by that? What was he doing sexually that was not for you? Why didn't you communicate that to him? And then that also will help you to get to know her on that level. So for you to not make the same mistake her past made. So that's what I'm saying. Sharing your old sexual relationship with your current partner, there's nothing wrong with that. Oversharing can be annoying.
there you go.
Obviously.
Oversharing. That's what I meant.
Oversharing can be annoying.
Sharing is,
But
you have
sharing,
to be honest. Yeah.
you have to be honest. It's a different level of connection. It's a different level of me get to know you better.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah.
Yep. I totally agree. So you four is okay. It's necessary. It's important to share your sexual history to your partner.
I think it's
Based on
important.
what you said, it's
I don't
important.
think it should be pushy, but it's important.
Okay. What do you mean you don't think it should be pushy? What do you?
Pushy as of like you should not force that conversation to happen. It should happen naturally.
Naturally.
This is not a conversation you should look forward to,
Okay.
but it definitely has to happen.
Got it.
Let it happen naturally. It will be more healthy.
Okay.
Because the person, the other partner that would be, the question will be asked to, will feel less uncomfortable to share, this type of experience to you. So,
Okay. You said so. Body counts don't matter to you.
to a certain extent, Mr. G, don't put words in my mouth now.
I'm
Shoot,
just saying.
you're not gonna be a run through. That's one thing you're not about to.
What's the ideal went through number? So what's the number for
Run
you?
through is just like, dude, it's like you passed number 10.
So if she's over 10, so that's
Well, not with me in particular, Dr.
For
G.
most men?
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm
I'm
just
saying like
asking.
for most men, if she passed, number 10, damn. Dude, I mean, I get it. I mean, here's the thing. Nowadays,
that's
it's
I'll say
different.
that.
Nowadays, female think they are the same as men.
Yeah.
They're gonna call you sexist. They're gonna tell you, well, if you were able to have experience with 50 women, why, if I'm having 50 men
It's a problem.
in the past, is a problem? They're gonna call you like, oh, you've been a hypocrite because you slept with 50 women. Why can they not slept with 50 men.
Yeah.
But it's different. You
Go ahead, keep going.
I don't want to get into details, bro, but like the thing is you don't really make a man a slut. We make you a slut.
Men's are slut
Because
making.
you getting conquered. You don't conquer us, you getting conquered. So it's harder for a man to get.
Some female gonna call you sexist.
Listen, bro, but you're not understanding. It's harder for us to get to a female. Like,
I get it.
if you a quote unquote player, why do you think a player always have female? Because the idea of getting to multiple women is it's there's so much to it. Not only you have to be good looking, sometimes financially you have to be A1.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be nice, quote unquote. Your game has to be A1. You have to know how to carry a conversation. You see all these, requirement that a quote unquote player needs to have in order for him to be a player, which, have multiple women. But a woman don't need all that. All she needs is just a couple makeup on, and especially if she can carry a conversation, she's fun to be around. That's all she needs.
She's good.
That's all she needs. And then if she can, get that man attention, that's it. But for us, it's not as easy. Sometimes it's not just a look is just not going to give it to us. We have to work hard for it. So therefore, if we can make that happen with multiple women, it's just like, it kind of like other women will say like, yeah, you a player.
Good.
Yeah, you a player, but they would appreciate that about you, bro. I'm telling you. Like, then you think like, okay, you a player, but damn, I want to know what's about this guy. Okay. Why he's able to pull up all these beautiful women? Like, what's about him?
So let me play the devil's advocate. So don't you think if a woman has a lot of bodies that she's doing the same? She has something good going on.
No, bro. I mean, we would wanna know what's going on sexually. That's about it. Nothing more, nothing less. Like if she give us a little something,
We'll take it.
yeah, we'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But like that's all. But ultimately, like you find some dudes like that's like, all right, this thing is good and I must stay here, but I don't think you a real man. If you think like just the sexual part of a person will just make you take that person serious without, analyzing, her as a person, personality and all that is just crazy to me. That's childish. You childish as hell. If you just want to focus on sexual, advantage that you get from that person, knowing that she's been with like 50, 60 plus dude. And then you just feel like, okay, so sex is awesome, so I'm just gonna stay here. Like, just like, you childish, bro.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you childish.
So if
You should not pick your partner only basis on, how good sex is.
I agree.
There's other components that comes in play.
No. I was trying to play the devil's advocate. So the fact that you said that as a man, if you're a player, that's mean you're doing something good. You charismatic, you have money, or you're good looking, or you're doing something good.
Yeah, you're doing something good.
But as for the female, as you said, so as long as she put some makeup on, she
and she's fun, she can laugh, and she can
she can grab any guy. So
she can grab any guy.
So what I'm saying is that this fact that you can do that as a player, but I mean,
they praise you. Although they're gonna say like, oh my God, you're such a player. But they want you. You know what I mean? You're such a player. Like, or like, oh my God, you're such an asshole. But
they love it.
They want the asshole.
Got it.
You such an asshole, you're such a player, but they want that. Because there's not a lot of guys that can do what you do. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree. Ladies, what do you guys let's go to the comments. We have a lot of comments.
I think it was about where I left it at.
A
I
topic.
got 5 minutes.
Okay. I think in Don Mano. He said, I need to know your past. If I'm here for a good time, meaning for one night stand, I guess, I don't need to know. But if I'm here for a long time, I need to know everything. If you cannot tell me, we cannot be together.
That's facts.
Really, be honest, Don Mano?
I mean that's when the connection comes in play, G. If someone is not honest with you and you have a deep connection with the person, you will know she's not honest.
She's not the one.
You will know she's not honest. She's bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? So,
Michelle said you go ahead, Mr. Patty Savage.
It's not about savage, man. It's just the truth.
The truth is the truth.
The truth is the truth.
Okay.
So I think
Overall, so we're gonna conclude, guys. We're gonna conclude. So, Michelle, one more comment. Michelle said, I have a question. Would you, Michelle? You can call actually.
would you think a woman is less interesting if they don't have that much of a sexual history?
Good question.
Absolutely. You
Good
know what I
question.
mean? Because like as a man, you don't want one of the reasons you don't want her to be around through because you want to be able to actually bring her something she never experienced. If you know what I'm saying. But if she's a run through, she already know it all. You just not interesting to her. You know, you're not. You know, that's how we like. Yo, you my prize because I get to actually really explode you, and I really get to bring something new to you, something that you're not used to. That's one of those things sexually, but other way, like you felt like her mind is available to your mind, like her spirit is available to your spirit because her spirit is not being to a lot of disturbing.
Don't you think some women will call you selfish because the fact that you wanna be the one that explore everything, like?
But we are different though. Like if you're a leader, it does. You know, your experience will actually make you do better in life.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Our experience as a man, you know, have multiple female as a partner, you know, will actually help us to have, you know, to know how to pick the good one. Okay. You know, usually like you find men that don't really have like a lot of like, you know, sexual or like a lot of experience with women. Usually have they don't know how to pick a good woman. They don't know how to pick a wife, or they don't know how to, they don't know how to pick a woman that one day can be a wife. They don't know how to do that.
Got it. I agree with you. And then to answer Michelle's questions, we would love to be the one that show you the world in a sense, show you paradise in a sense, because we are givers. We feel good when you give, when we give a good anaconda. You feel me?
Hell yeah!
And we are the first one to give it to you. So that's the way we operate. We have another question at the end. Daphne says, "How many body counts is normal?" That's for men or women. Daphne, what do you? Good question.
How many body counts? Dude, that's such a, I don't know. I don't want to say it's it's bias. Like that's such a, I don't know. I don't think I'm placed to tell a woman that. I don't know if it's respectful enough to tell you. Well,
but you said it earlier though.
No. I'm saying
you said
okay. I'm saying past. Okay,
for you,
for me, right? For me, as Patrick, like if you pass 10, I mean, it's just a little.
No, for you.
It's a little questionable for me. Like why?
Oh, okay.
Type thing. You know why you pass? Why it's over? It's over 10.
Over 10.
You know what I mean? So, for me personally, but I can't tell. I can't give a general statement.
Yeah.
Because you know, I mean, I don't want my fans to hate me. That really, some of them will really hate me, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But I don't think this is my place to tell you. Well, this number is normal. Me personally, I can give you my personal input. My personal input. If you pass 10, it's a little questionable to me. You know, why couldn't you, you know, stay long enough on a relationship? Like if you pass 10, that means you don't spend a lot of time with these guys.
Got it. And
you
what
know,
was the reason for that?
What was the reason?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously you can date, but don't date to smash.
Wow. Yeah, 10. That's pretty liberal though. Us, you give 10. That's pretty good.
What about you?
For me, at 8. If you had 8, let me stay with you. A 10. I give them 10. Let's be liberal. Like I give them 10. 10. I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions.
No, there's a lot.
And then
10 is questionable.
Yeah, questionable.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna if you don't, especially I'm gonna make sure that you heal from all that because you don't bring no trauma to my life. Because female,
there's a lot of trauma you're gonna bring to my life. Like you pass 10, bro. That. You know, me saying 10, I'm very generous with the 10. Of course,
it's because we are very liberal.
I don't even know if I would be able to take a number 10 serious. I'm saying that because I'm being pretty generous.
Yeah, of course. Michelle also said that. We being nice, Michelle.
I think I'm being pretty nice. If I'm saying like if your number past 10, I'm being very generous.
Yeah, and the reason why I agree with you with the 10 is because in today's society, with what's going on nowadays, you have to be
Yeah.
more honest with yourself. You get me?
Absolutely.
So 10 is really high, but we being pretty nice.
Yeah.
We give you 10 because we know you have to have your own experience too.
Absolutely.
So we okay with it.
But
over
I
10,
need my females out there to stop comparing a man experience sexual experience with men and sexual experience with women. We are two different gender,
people, yeah.
we're two different people, you know. Yeah, we pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to repeat what I said before, but like it's not for you to have that type of experience. You can have experience, but you know, have a high body count and then thinking like, oh, if a man have a high body count, a woman can have a high body count. You might not, you know, it might not get to you now as while you're young, but once you get to a certain age, it's gonna get to you, you know, as a female.
Yeah, okay. So let me be the devil's advocate today. I'm gonna be.
Go ahead.
So according to a vlog, right, Dr. Nikki, she said that whatever a man can do, especially sexually, and a woman can even do more. So as you said, if a man is different from a woman, so if a man guy has 100 body counts, don't you think the woman can have the same thing? Because according to the vlog, so it's not me talking.
If a
Because
man,
me, as I said,
if a man can have 100 body count, a woman can
even do better.
a woman can do better. I think depending on her lifestyle, yeah.
Okay.
If she does that for a living, you know, you get what I mean. As of
okay,
like
okay.
meet men
That's her
for
job.
money,
Okay.
that's her job. So yeah, she can easily pass that.
Got it. All right, cool.
But if she's not doing that as a job for you to have that level of man, that says a lot. Because if you do it for a living, you have a reason. You have a reason why you're doing it.
Got it.
But if it's not the case, then why you get to that level? Because you date to get to know people.
Facts.
If you can pass 10 and 50,
Something's going on.
something is
You
going
just
on.
sleep around.
If you just sleeping out, it's just like something either wrong with you, and 1 week you just don't know how to pick or something. Like it's just something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, overall, we're gonna get to the conclusion. So
Yeah.
the topic was, what is the importance of you disclose your sexual history to your partner? So is it good? Is it important? Is it necessary? What do you think of it? So overall, so in conclusion, Mr. Pat. And then I would love to thank Okomami, Michelle, Daf, Don Mono, everybody that comments on that live. So we will be here next Sunday, guys. But before we go, Mr. Pat, in conclusion, what do you think overall? Both for the video and for the topic.
Okay.
Your
so
last word.
My last word for the video. Anyways, guys, before I say my last word, you know, I know we should have introduced that to you guys. As you guys can see, Miss B's not with us tonight, and ultimately she will no longer be part of our team due to the fact that from her request to tell you guys that she found a new job, and schedule wise she will not be, you know, part of us, but you know, on every shows. So hopefully like one day she can stop by and have fun with us, but ultimately she no longer part of our team. But you know, we're gonna have her support, and she gonna have us support, and we wish her nothing but the best. But so for the video, I don't know. I mean, I said it. I think she was rude. She was rude with it. She did not have any class with it. And me personally, I don't think this is something that I would be dealing with. And for the guy on the video, I think he was pretty nice, too nice.
Like
You
what
know,
Don Mono said.
Yeah, she will be out of my car the moment she'll start recording, and I ask her why. She'll be out of my car, and yeah. So that's what I got for the video.
And for the topic.
For the topic, I think couples should establish clear communications, right? And actually know to maneuver their feelings and also their past relationship to each other.
Okay.
You know, that will help you to find a balance that work for both of you guys.
Partners. Okay.
You know, disclosing, disclosing like past relationship as far as, past, sexual experience. It could be good and it could be bad. You know, if you oversharing, it could be bad. It could bring, discomfort and to your relationship. But if it's something that's naturally happening, I think it will bring more clarity to both parties.
The relationship.
So yeah, that's what I got for you
Okay.
guys tonight.
And as for me, in conclusion, I think as for the video, I think the guy was super nice because there's a limit to everything. So when you're too nice of it, too much of everything is not good, as they be saying.
Right.
Too much of everything is not good. So of anything is not good. So the guy was really, really too nice. So the female, I think, shame on you, woman. So you think you were doing something good. So sooner or later, you will find out. So as for the topic, I think yes, you should be honest. Oversharing never good because the past is the past. So you're in the present right now. So focus on your partner, focus on each other. So you don't. There's some details both of you guys don't have to go back and talk about because it's unnecessary to me. So the past is the past. Now we're in the present. So let's discover the world together. That's the way I see it. Honesty is the key. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have to lie to you. But at the same time, giving you details that's wasting your time and my time. Because the past is the past. Because we together right now. So let's focus on each other right now. So there's some things you don't know, babe. What do you know? What do you think about that? Vice versa. So both we together right now. Let's go together. Let's learn together. If you learn something, teach it to me. If I know something, I will teach it to you. But we don't have to go into details because it's unnecessary. So if I go into details, I'm gonna go back. Now we're gonna remember. I'm gonna remember what I did with that partner. You gonna remember what you did. How did it happen? Memories gonna bring back. We don't have to do all that.
Memories gonna bring bad feelings.
Bad feelings. There you go. So we don't want all that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If something comes up, you ask me. I don't have to lie. We going up here, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. But oversharing, as Mr. Pat says, is never good. So, and this is the end of the show, guys. As you guys know, my name is Dr. G. I was your host for tonight, along with my co-host, my brother, my partner, Mr. Pat. What was the last word, Mr. Pat?
Yep. As you guys know, I'm Mr. Pat.
Mr. Pat.
I would say.
Patrick, Mr. Pat.
So yeah, it was great. It was great to actually be part of to be your co-host tonight, and I hope we had fun. I hope we learned something from our audience, especially Wukumami.
Yes.
I hope you guys learned something from us, and it was fun. And we'll catch you next Sunday. Please subscribe to our channel. Follow her IG page, iPodcast1 on 2 underscores. So I'll catch you guys next Sunday, and yeah, that's what I got.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyway, guys, smash the likes button on YouTube, guys. IE Podcast 1, IYE Podcast 1, number 1, guys. IG, I podcast on the I_podcast. So every Sunday we're gonna come with a big show for you, as Mr. Pat always says. So 7 p.m. every Sunday, guys. We gotta come for you. You gotta learn from you. You gotta learn from us, maybe. So every Sunday, guys, 7 p.m. I podcast a new window to a new perspective, guys. We will see you guys next Sunday.
Let's go.
Let's go.